Next weekend is the unofficial start to summer here in the United States. Tim Dillingham is the executive director of the American Littoral Society, here now to discuss how our lives, jobs, and quality of life are connected to the coast. Tim, welcome. First, describe Littoral Society. What do you do?
Well, good morning, Laura. We are an organization that's dedicated to caring for the coast. We're not a book club. The word littoral is a scientific term that describes the part of the ocean and the coastline that is up against the shore. And that's where all the life is, whether it's marine life, wildlife, or human life. Nearly 60% of the U.S. population lives within 50 miles of the coast. So it's a very, very important place.
Significant numbers.
Absolutely.
Well, so you are going to have a lot of people heading to the beach. In New Jersey, they call it the shore, the bay for Memorial Day. How is the health of our ocean?
Well, when they get there, they're going to find, fortunately, water that's fairly clean as a result of the Clean Water Act and other environmental laws that have been in place for almost 40 years. They're going to find fish to fish. They're going to find opportunities to sail in most of the country. The ocean is doing fairly well. We've cleaned up a lot of the gross pollution. We used to discharge our sewage and dump our garbage in the ocean, and we no longer do that because of these laws. But the ocean's still facing some challenges.
What kind of challenges?
Well, the most significant one comes from climate change. The water temperatures are changing. We have carbon going into the ocean from burning coal and fossil fuels, which is changing the chemistry of the ocean, which changes the habitat for fish. I mean, everybody needs a good home. And unfortunately, we're doing some pretty significant changes to the ocean.
Well, we eat a lot of fish. That's healthy for you. How is the health of the fish in our ocean?
Well, you know, we are back on track to stop overfishing. Most of the fish stocks are starting to recover. But now the challenge is the habitat, is where the fish grow up in the estuaries, which is where rivers meet the ocean. And in those places, we really need to restore the habitat so that we can have the fish, that we can have the fisheries jobs that come from the fish, and as you said, have a great dinner on our plates in the summertime.
Can you talk about how the economy and environment are tied together? They are indeed, correct?
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
How important is that?
Well, you know, almost 40% of the gross domestic product comes from coastal counties. And a lot of that is fishing. A huge part of it is tourism, all the small businesses which are linked to helping people have a good time on the beach in the summertime. So those businesses are dependent upon clean water because all the recreation, all the fisheries comes out of the fact that we protect the environment.
A few minutes ago, you mentioned the Clean Water Act. This is the 40th year anniversary of the Clean Water Act. So how's the water improved since then?
Well, the water is significantly cleaned up in most places around the country. We still have some problem areas, but the law required industry to stop discharging toxics into the water. We cleaned up the sewage treatment plants. Unfortunately, on the anniversary of this really signature law for the United States, we're facing some challenges to it. There are some in Congress that would like to roll it back, to take those protections away, to not fund the programs that support the fisheries habitat restoration work. And we think that's really the wrong direction. As millions of people go to the beach and enjoy it, that's the right investment to be making, is to keep the water clean, to keep the fisheries healthy.
Would you say we are good stewards of the shore?
I think the public are wonderful stewards. We run programs to give people an opportunity to come out and help us clean the shore up, help us rebuild those habitats, and all around the country, thousands and thousands of people come out and volunteer their time to do that. I'm worried that our elected leaders are a little less conscious about that effort, which is where these challenges come to, which is where the debate about how to resolve the federal deficit, unfortunately, is leading them to propose to cut programs that are really essential to protecting the ocean and the coastline.
Well, you mentioned some simple things we can do. Clean up your trash. Right. You know, whatever you take, you know, you throw your trash away. But what other approaches can we take to care for the coast?
Well, we always tell people connect with the coast. We love to be out there. We love to be fishing. We love to be on the beach. Work with organizations like mine that are all over the country. Get out, help rebuild salt marshes, rebuild oyster reefs, help fish over the dams, clean up the garbage, as you said. But really take responsibility. The ocean is a public trust. It belongs to the people of the United States, and ultimately the people are the ones going to have to care for it.
I like how you put that. It's a public trust, so we should take care of it as such. Thank you so much for being with us here today.
Well, thanks for having me.
I can't believe we're only a week away until Memorial Day.
I know. It's going to be great.